What's up, everybody? I try to get these deep thoughts in once a week, and man, it has been a challenge this week to even get on here. Usually I'm jumping on somebody else's stream, but I felt like I needed to do one of my own for a change. This is the first time I'm actually doing my own stream since my trip over the weekend to Enosh's house, and I'm just glad to be back and glad to be here hanging out with you guys. Let's see. Let me just jump in. I see a couple people commenting. Ray, what's up? How's it going? Bat Dan, how are you? Just wanted to give a quick shout out. You probably have to go to work or go to bed before you go to bed. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. And Jacob says, "Ayo." I don't really have much to discuss today as far as like any topics. I just wanted to come over and say what's up and how is everybody today. How are you guys doing as we're nearing the Mandalorian season 2 premiere? So are you guys excited for that, or is that something that you're like, we'll take it with what comes? Let's see. Zod writers here. Weekend at Enosh's, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately it was ACS was the one that was passed out, so we tied his arms and legs to ours and put some sunglasses on and drug him around. Let's see. Dr. Fate, Kara Zor-El with Darkseid. That would be interesting. Either that or perhaps the real Doomsday is being held to be released on the whole Justice League. And that might be why, Wonder Woman and Aquaman are dead. It could be that the real Doomsday came and just wiped him out, or it could be Darkseid with his beams. Batman says also wanted to give PlayStation customer service negatives. Yeah, you know what? I mean, I used to play PlayStation a lot, especially with that. Do I still have it here? Oh yeah, I do. With the DC Universe game on PlayStation, it was exclusive for Sony. So yeah, their support's not the greatest. So I can concur with that, man. I feel your pain. We had a couple things, a couple issues that we had to resolve concerning our accounts and all that. So I feel for you, man. Hello, bro. Yeah, Zod from the couch. Yeah, no, Zod loves that couch. I'm sure that there's an impression of Zod on the couch. So when he leaves, it's like he's still there. He never left. Let's see. I just got my Blu-ray of Batman Death in the Family today. All right. Hey, great. Now I did recommend the physical media on that because you can select all scenarios versus the digital. So let me know what you think of it. Let me know, if you think if it was a good buy, a good purchase, or if you think, I could have skipped out on this one. So yeah, let me know in the comments in this right here if you have some time. I'd love to see your take. Not yet. We haven't done any takes. So where's the take? Did you hear the Ray Fisher news today? I skimmed it. Enosh hit me up and he wanted to talk about it. So I might join him a little bit later when he gets off from work to do that. So I did see something about more whitewashing or something like that. So we'll look at that. Yeah, Doomsday. That would be cool. That would be so awesome if Doomsday was on Apocalypse, kind of chained down, imprisoned, maybe surrounded by, kryptonite. Because Darkseid has, knows about Kryptonians, and I'm sure he knows of their weakness away from the Red Sun. So that would definitely affect Doomsday as well, I think. Sickness is in the house. What up? How you doing today? I'm glad that you're here. Bat Dan, yeah, Bat Dan's in the house. You guys are saying what's up to each other. I'm just clicking on everybody's messages. So let's see. When I die, the couch will remember me. Yes, it will. Is it memory foam? Let's see. It would make sense because the arc is all about Superman. It is. It's supposed to be about Superman. This is from Man of Steel until Justice League 3. and whatever happens in between, minus the solo outings. It's supposed to be sort of Superman centric. You're supposed to see, okay, this is the progression of his character as we go along. So yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. I can't wait to see more of Cal. Despite what people are saying about, Henry's not signed on to do anything else, and then they're just not announcing anything, yet until they get some reception. Once they get reception and it's positive, then they'll feel a little bit more confident to sort of release, start releasing information. It would be out of step. It would be, not uncouth, but it would be, just sort of reckless for them to just say, oh yeah, we're doing, and same thing with Batfleck, oh, we're doing all this, and not deliver because of, maybe audience reception. Maybe, people don't, only people like us, comic book lovers and things like that actually still dig these movies. And maybe the general audience is just like, no, we want more Avengers, and, hey, go watch WandaVision for all I care. I don't know. Zod Rider's in here with the fire. Yeah, no, ACS, I think he's working. So he's but if you're saying this is fire, then thank you so much. And thank you for everybody that is actually here and conversing with me. I really appreciate you giving me your time. That's really awesome. Yeah, collection. Well, Ravis collection. Hey, what's anybody else's screen acting up? Like, am I glitchy? Or is something wrong? I hope not. Arkham Gaming comes in. He's always got great questions. Much like Bad Dan. I haven't seen a whole bunch of questions from Bad Dan lately. He usually dropped the bombs on us back in the day, but I guess he ran out of questions. So anyway, hi, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I rewatched Batman: Death in the Family. That you were able to pick your choices. I don't like the certain scenarios. Like I don't like certain choices. I wish you could have more options. Agreed. Well, I don't think that they needed more options. I think that they really needed to dive deeper into the options that they gave us, because it was very surface. They didn't really, I mean, they should have, if they were going to do something like this, I think they should have gone deeper and said, you know what, we're going to allocate all this time and energy and love and care into making a full-on animation per your choice, not images here and there to sort of show you like, oh, well, this scenario could happen. We're not playing a game like Clue. We're watching, or we want to engage in some sort of media, some sort of movie, animated movie, and I would have loved to have seen it sort of play out, not just, some animation here and there, and then some stills and characters sort of fading in and fading out, I mean, that to me is just, it's not really going in and saying, we really believe in this product and we really, are standing behind this idea that, you can have interactive media and have different scenarios. I just think that some of the scenarios could have been better. They or most of the scenarios in there should have been, animated more. So yeah, I mean, that's my only real gripe with that. Yo, Rayan, what's up? How are you today? Thank you for coming in. My day is going great. I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate everybody who's stopping by and asking questions and sort of engaging with me and just talking fandom stuff. So it's really cool. It's glitching all over the place. Is anyone else? Oh, maybe it's Katsuka. Maybe it's Katsuka, because you're gonna refresh. Let me know. Because I hope nothing's going on with my system. It's good. Okay. Ray says it's good on his end. Okay. So here we go. Somewhere there's a parallel universe where Snyder has his uncompromised 5-part arc in theaters, but only that. No solo Gal Gadot, no solo Jason Momoa films. How do you feel about that Earth? If it's only Zack Snyder and he's not doing solo and he's only doing sort of like, team up movies, and it's only 5, the 5-part arc. I mean, the uncompromised, not touched at all. So what you're talking about is before BVS. Because at SnyderCon he said, before he shot BVS, he and Chris Terrio had this idea that the studio executives thought was too deep, too dark. So yeah, I think that would be cool. I definitely like to check out that alternate universe and see sort of how it played out without any studio meddling or anything like that. I do see that with the Justice League movie that we're getting, and then what's coming beyond is sort of a hindsight 2020 situation where he's had a lot of time with this movie to sort of watch it over and over and sort of pick it apart himself. Not even no critics, he's brought over, Jason and probably, Jay Olivia or maybe some other people who've come over and sort of watched the movie and given some feedback. And he's, been able to refine, and that's why he's doing some additional photography because he doesn't really need to do many pickup shots as far as, reshoots or anything like that. What's done is done. He's just doing additional things to sort of make his final narrative a little bit more cohesive for himself, or also maybe opening it up for new adventures and new scenarios that he didn't think of in 2015. So, both situations could be great. That right there would be like the death in the family. You have one scenario that is Justice League, which sucked. Which nobody liked that scenario. Then, or most people didn't like that scenario. And then you have, this scenario here. And then you have one that's uncompromised, which, could have a different reception. Maybe he went too dark, too weird, too off the reservation. Who knows? But I'd love to see it. I definitely love to see it. And I'd love to see it as a director's cut version. I would hope that WB would be like, hey, you can have a 3-hour, BVS, and we're okay with that. And you can have a 4-hour, Justice League in the theater, that I'd be okay with that too. That's awesome. Still glitchy, man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope that, I hope it gets less glitchy as you go along, or as we go along rather. I plan on watching Death in the Family later tonight. So no spoilers. I won't give you any spoilers. But after you watch it, go check out my review on it, and let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts on sort of how it was for you. Let's see. Dr. Fate says, thought on what Darkseid will play in each of the League members' nightmares. I don't know. I don't know how much or little you'll see in him. We've already had one nightmare sequence in BVS, and that had 0 Darkseid in it. So it could be that, that one shot that we see in the trailer that released over the summer, it could be that Darkseid is perhaps only in that, or maybe that one and maybe one other. Because I know that Cyborg has a nightmare sequence, and possibly Aquaman has a nightmare sequence. And I think there may be some more, or it may just be not nightmare sequence, but it could be just what is it? The history lesson. I think we'll see more of Darkseid in a history lesson than we would in a nightmare sequence. Sort of like what did Darkseid try, or Uxas try, back then and fail, and sort of just how intertwined was he with the old gods. And the different races that lived on the planet, the Atlanteans and the the Martians and the Thanagarians. How was that? How did he interact with them? Why? Was he powerful then, or how powerful was he? I think we're going to see a lot more in the history sequences than we would in the nightmare sequences concerning Darkseid. That's just my thoughts. I mean, I could be completely wrong, and I'm totally cool with that. It's because I have been sleeping during most of your shows. Well, good, because I haven't really had any shows, so you haven't missed much. I do, in fact, leave questions ahead of time, but they typically don't get addressed. Didn't see anything. No, I don't see anything. But yeah, I mean, if you do send them in, I do hopefully see them. Anyway, it's blue on the left and green on the right, and now it's going crazy. I think your phone is telling you something. It's about to die. Sorry, man. You need to get that looked at. I say Death in the Family was surface level entertainment and deeply layered with deeply layered potential. I completely agree, Zod. I think that it had so much potential there that was untapped. And it was untapped maybe because they just didn't have the budget to hire the animators to really see these things through. And that's unfortunate because the same guy that produced the shorts that were at the beginning of the disc with who was it? I don't remember. There's 4 shorts at the beginning, but he was the producer on all of them, and those were all completely animated. So and I did like the animation choices in those. El Capitacion says Best Take Ryan. What's up, Best Take Cappy? Thanks for joining. Let's see. It's not glitching, so that's good. So I mean, it is. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Ketsuka. It's isolated to you. You got to find out what's going on with your device. Hopefully, there's nothing wrong with it, and maybe check somebody else's video out real quick and see if it's multiple forms of media or if it's unfortunately just mine. Let's see. Arkham says, did you hear the actor that plays Nightwing on the Titans confirmed that they will be improving the story in the 3rd season? I hope so. I'm kind of concerned. We did do a little review of the just the Red Hood getup, but I was hoping for the Red Hood to not really show up until season 4. I would have loved to have seen, Jason Todd die, and then they sort of bring in, Red Robin. Or just bring in Tim Drake and just sort of like, okay, well, we don't really want to train you because this other guy just died, and sort of be a little bit standoffish, and then he come back and he's sort of a background character in the shadows and sort of that just kind of that same thing. I don't know how they're going to handle Red Hood in this universe. I don't think that they're going to go the Lazarus Pit route, but it would be interesting if they did. It would be interesting if they did. I don't know if we're even going to still get the Batman of the series. Is he still going to be there? The guy, I think he was in Underworld or he was in Game of Thrones. But he was very reminiscent of Adam West to me. It just sort of felt like an older version. Let's see. Probably is. Okay, let's see. That's Earth shit. What? What? Technically, that is in that Earth there is one solo movie, Man of Steel. Okay. I mean, it wouldn't be as fun, like if you don't have other movies to sort of play off of or sort of take a break or breather. I think that those things are kind of welcomed. So I don't know. I mean, I'd love to see that version. I definitely would. I'd love to read that version. If he still had that, that media around, maybe he could release it and say, hey, you know what, this didn't get, realized, but this is what we were trying to do. And that's kind of what he was hinting at the SnyderCon was like, hey, these are some of the concepts that we did. So it could be like Zod had mentioned a while back was that he could be trying to incorporate some of those ideas that did not make it into the revised Justice League movie that he was shooting. So he could say, hey, you know what? I could actually bring this back, work it in, and it would be kind of seamless. So it just depends. It just depends on what's going on behind the scenes, which unfortunately I'm not privy to. So, I mean, I'm going to find out a lot of these things exactly when you guys are, when I watch it. So, Anubhab, sorry if I butchered your name, says John Campion still hates Zack Snyder, but he's a fan of Man of Steel. What are you talking about? He always says that. That's his go-to thing. He still makes nonsensical theories. I can completely agree with that regarding the cut without knowing anything. He's like the wolf in sheep's clothing. No, I completely agree. I never really dug listening to Campia. I love listening to John Meyer Burnett, Robert Meyer Burnett. Sorry, not John. Robert Meyer Burnett. I think that he's more level-headed than John Campia. I think that it should be the Robert Meyer Burnett show with occasional guest star John Campia. I think the roles should be reversed actually because I don't see what people see in Campia as far as like his takes. You say bad take Ryan, but I mean, oh my God, bad take Campia should take the cake because he has nothing but bad takes. I agree with certain things that he says, inferences and things like that, but not everything. I mean, he's just, I don't know. I don't see what people see in him. What's up, Simon? How's it going? Oh man. Hey, this guy right here is an amazing artist, and so is his brother. Y'all should check his channel out. Um, like I said, he's got some good artwork. They do a lot of manga inspired art, but I mean, their art style, their drawing style, the line work is great, and the coloring. It's top notch stuff, man. It's not. I would definitely check them out. Bruce from Krypton, what's up? How's it going? Hey Ryan, Zach can make Supergirl as one of Darkseid's Furies. That would be interesting. That could lead to what Mayor the Viking was saying earlier, which has been said before, but I mean he said it today, so it sort of brought it in my mind again. Was that that one pod that was in the Kryptonian ship could have been a House of L member, and that could be related to this version of Cal. So maybe Darkseid imprisoned her and sort of manipulated her and is using her as a Fury. That could very well be an interesting situation that you have there. So that'd be cool if they used it. We'll see. Rush. Oh, at Rush. Are you talking to Rush? Okay. Yeah. Yes. Stopwatch. Again, some of these cats, I don't see why people will listen to them in the first place. It's just they talk out their ass and they don't really. I mean, they have a little bit of clout. Like John Campea knows Mark Hamill's son. Big freaking whoop. He's also in Burnett, which gives him a lot of clout because Robert Meyer Burnett is hella knowledgeable and he's also experienced in the field. He's been behind the camera, he's been in front of the camera, he's done a lot. So I mean that really gives him a lot of street cred. And yes, he was on Collider as well. But I mean, to be honest with you, when I started listening to Collider, I was in and out because I mean. They had a lot of interesting situations and things that they would talk about, but I mean, their takes were horrible. And so I quit listening to them altogether. I can't remember one of them that I was like, oh man, yeah, this person here is the best of the bunch. It could have been the little guy that was a comedian. He had some pretty good takes. I forget his name. But he was interesting to listen to, and he was funny. But then he left, so I was like, okay, well, you left, so why should I care about listening to you guys anymore? Zod Rider says critics are defending Justice League now. What? It's incredible how these bastards keep moving the goalpost just because they got everything wrong. Well, yeah, I mean the thing is like no one, as you say, eats crow or whatnot. They're like, I wasn't wrong. I was, you just sort of, you heard me wrong. It's kind of like that Batman line, it's like, oh, I mistook me for someone else. It's the same thing that they're doing there. It's just like, they don't really, they're not really fans. They just want to be right. They don't care about the media. They just want people to come to them, sub to them, and give them, whatever monetary, increase that they can. And they want to stay in that tier, that upper echelon. And that's all it is. It's all about clout, and it's all about, being somebody that people listen to. Like, if you listen to me, fantastic, man. I appreciate it. I see 16 people are here. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. I don't need big numbers. I just need people that agree or disagree with me and want to converse. That's all I really care about. I mean, I don't say that I'm, the end all. I have my perspective, you have your perspective, and there you have it. And I appreciate other people's opinions because it helps refine me. Iron sharpens iron. So let's see. Anubhab says, sickness, yes, man. He is so full of himself, and most importantly, he talks idiotically. Well, yeah, I mean, he's very narcissistic. I can definitely pick that up. Listening to him, and also, when he there was one episode that Mad Max and myself and the panelists were all watching of John Campea, and he had Robert Meyer Burnett on there, and he was asking Robert Meyer Burnett a question, and it took him I kid you not, 10 minutes to finish asking him a question. They would cut over to Robert, and Robert was just about to about ready to start answering the question that John was trying to formulate. And John just didn't want to stop talking. He loved to hear himself talk. So I'm going to have to get some water because the back of my throat is really getting dry. Let's see. Do you think Zach will film how Euxis acquired the Omega Force? I don't know. I don't know what he's going to show us. I'm in the dark with how much we're going to get of Darkseid or Euxis. I'm completely in the dark with that. I don't know what he's got planned. So, I mean, he can do anything he wants. I would love to. I mean, we've never had it on the big screen or small screen. If you're watching on a smaller television, we never had a live action incarnation of Darkseid or Euxis yet. So I'm cool with anything we see, just so long as the narrative is cohesive and makes sense and moves the story along. Let's see. The Flash could share the Flash could share Nightmare with Bruce. Yeah. I mean, it could be. It could be. I can agree with that. That sounds plausible. I meant any show, particularly for nerds, mostly for nerds. Oh, you're talking about leaving question. Leave your question, and to fill that void for you, I would for Deep Thoughts, but I don't know how about those shows enough in advance. Yeah, you know what? I tried to do a Deep Thoughts on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I could not, for the life of me, get home to do it. So I actually got done with all the work that I did at my normal job, and I was done early. And I was like, you know what? I can race home, and I can get on, and because I do try to do once a week. This is episode 13, so far I've had 13 successful episodes because I mean I don't know, it's just they're successful for me because I see the engagement, and it's always a pleasure to have people talking with me. I don't normally talk by myself a lot, and today I haven't sent out the link to anybody else because I didn't. It was last minute, and I don't really want to put that on people. If they can't join, they can't join. Oh well. But yeah. So what's up, Ambassador? How are you, man? Thank you so much for being here. I know you're at home wearing your Nimwa hat, watching this stream. So I appreciate you coming in. I've been wondering that too. I hope so. Is it a Mega Force or Effect? I've seen both. I don't know. I honestly don't know. The only thing I want to see, with Darkseid or Euxis is I want to see the Omega beams. And I don't know when we'll get to see that because if he's just making sort of an introduction in this movie, then we're not going to see it, we've seen Zod Doomsday, his, I guess, beams coming out of his mouth as well as his eyes. And then of course, you have the beams coming from Cal. But yeah, I'd love to see the Omega beams. How visually different would they be? Because they cut around, they make 90-degree turns. A very interesting and cool effect. Like, would it be like that one, the Injustice video game? Because that looked pretty cool. Let's see. But if it makes you happy, I'll personally message you one of my questions. Okay, yeah. You know what? Awesome. I will definitely either use it for the Four Nerds or I'll use it for the next Deep Thoughts. You have my word. You have the word of Bagheera. I don't know, man. But in the New 52, it said that he absorbed the old god's powers. But I'd rather Darkseid get his power from the Omega Force or whatever it's called. I don't know how they're going to tackle that. Because Zach and Chris Terrio use a lot of lore, a lot of ancient mythos to sort of cultivate their narrative. So I don't know how much of that, if he does absorb it from the old gods. But I mean, if he does, does that go against, Ares in Wonder Woman 84? Does that go against no, I guess that wouldn't have any effect on the Shazam movie. But yeah, no, I don't know. It would be interesting to see. It would be definitely interesting to see. Yep. There has to be some to catch. Let's see. I would love to see an Earth where there's a Super Sons live action film with Damian and John as the new Superman or Batman or Superman rated R. Interesting. Would you like to see him as adults, or would you like to see him as adolescents? Because I mean, we're getting adults now. It would be interesting to see adolescents, because then that would also, if we got a Blue Beetle movie, that'd be fantastic, because he should be an adolescent. We just don't have that yet, and I'm not saying that we need to compete with Marvel and have Spider-Man kind of younglings, but it would be very cool to see that. I think they're trying to do the Static Shock movie. I don't know if he's going to be an adolescent, or if he's going to be full-grown adult. Not sure about that, but I would love to. I'd love to sort of get that perspective. We kind of get that a little bit with Shazam, because it's even though he's in a grown man's body, he sort of has the mind of a child still. So, but it would be interesting to just to see young kids with superpowers in this sort of setting, in this universe. Cappy is the closest, is a closeted Snyder fan. Just like you're a closeted Last Jedi fan. I am not a Last Jedi fan. Sorry, man. The sequel trilogy as a whole just did not do it for me. They fell down flat on their face narratively. Their story was weak. I think they should have taken longer to develop. They were they were approaching deadlines, and they wanted to make their money so they could get past the sequel trilogy as a whole and get into new adventures with their new characters. So they really wanted to finish that out and not go back to it. They might go back in and sort of do, hopefully use what's his name, Sebastian Shaw as a younger Luke, and maybe make some adventures, between Return of the Jedi and the Force Awakens. But who knows? But yeah, no, I mean, there are things that I like about the sequel trilogy, like this guy right here, but as a whole, I mean, I don't find it as compelling. It's just the story's not there for me. I think it's weak. There's still good things in it. Like I like Kylo Ren's ship. I hated Starkiller Base. I thought that was ridiculous. I thought that the reuse of X-Wings and TIE fighters was lazy. I did my own. Let me see if I have it here. I can bring that in. Can I? Of course I can. I can do whatever I want. No, I can't. I don't think I have the image. Anyway, so I made a ship. I'll post it tomorrow on. I think I've already posted it on Twitter. I think I did that like maybe 2 weeks ago. But I made a ship, and I was like, you know what? That's similar to something that they could have done instead of just going the nostalgic route and giving you X-Wings. I just thought that was lazy. Let's say, what's up? DC Extended's in the house. As you can see, DC Extended, you should be a mod. So request granted. And Dr. Fate, let's see. What do you think? What do you think were mass hysteria scenes besides Lois? I think the mass hysteria scene would have been just to kill Batman. I mean, not everybody is aware that that's what Ben and Zach wanted to do, and for them to kill Batman on screen. I think because they really, with the Christian Bale movie, the horrible Dark Knight Rises, that Batman death was it left a lot to be desired. It was just like, oh, okay, and then he's like later at a bistro in France or something. I was like, okay, I don't care. It just wasn't great. It just whatever. But I mean, I don't think enough people care about Lois to be like, oh my God, Lois, no, she's dead now. What are they going to do? It's like, she doesn't have as much weight as like, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman would have more weight behind her, because, she's had her own solo film. Everybody loves her. And then, they kill her. And it's just like, oh crap, what's going on here? I don't know. I mean, other than that, I really don't. I mean, it's kind of like the Jimmy Olsen thing. When Zach killed Jimmy Olsen, it was like, oh, okay. Lois dies. Oh, okay. She doesn't really hold that much weight to me in this movie. She's an okay character. The only thing I really didn't like about her character in BVS was when she threw the spear and then had to go get the spear that she just threw. I was like, wait a minute, that was a waste. That was, oh, you're wasting time. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I didn't like that. I didn't think that was a good exchange right there. I think they could have delved deeper into that and gave her something better to do, or a better reaction, or something like that. Very well said. Thank you. Best Take Rand. Robert Isco. Yeah, I love Robert Meyer Burnett. I don't really have guest stars on my show. I don't do like, Nicotina, or who else does, or like Matt from Like Cassie has a lot of really big people on his stream. If people can join me, that are big or whatever, then great. But I haven't done that, so I don't know if that's something I could do or would want to do or would have time to do. Yeah, I don't know, but it would be cool. I mean, I love talking to him. I've talked to him a couple times, and each time I've done it, he's been just a great gentleman. And he gets a lot of my humor, so I really dig that. Bad Take Campia, that's right. Let's see. Yes, another Bad Take Campia. Ugh, he does. He has horrible takes, but yet his subscriber count is way bigger than mine. Let's see. What's up, Zod? Ryan, you can call me Rush or Rushnan. I'll say Rush. Yes. Let's see. What's up, Dylan? How's it going? Exactly. It should be the burn. Yeah, yes, exactly. Okay, so I am really behind on the comments. Let me just jump through some of these. Hope it's like your car keys. Get out of here. Yes, thank you so much. Please smash the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, it doesn't cost anything. But you know what? I'd rather you watch my videos and give me some feedback rather than subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's cool. You don't have to. Save that. Click for something else. Click on my video. Let me know what you think of some of the things that I've reviewed. So I think that's worth a lot more, because that can only make hopefully make me better. Let's see. Well, I believe in truth, but also big fan of justice. Get out of here, bad Dan. Oh my gosh, I keep falling for this stuff. No. Let's see. What up? Let me see. Okay, here we go. Dr. Fate says, dark side is fueled by fears, doubts, and weaknesses that exist within people, and he uses his powers to corrupt and increase the dark side that lives inside of them. And yes, I think that like now is the greatest time for him to come in and do something like that, because of the sort of the climate of society, the society that Cal is born into. It's full of people of fear, and that's the whole thing. We're at the courthouse. You had people picketing and saying, go home alien, all this other stuff. It's just like, yeah, there's and that's driven by fear. People fear what they don't understand. What movie was that in? I don't remember. But yeah, Collider had so much potential. When Collider really failed was when they did their deep fake. When they started doing the deep fake, they had the one good one of George Lucas, and then after that they did like a deep fake panel, and then like, God, who gives a crap? They got rid of their pundits, which okay, that didn't really affect most of them, but it did affect some. Some haven't really rebounded that I know of, because they're sort of off the radar for me. I can't listen to a lot of their rhetoric now because it doesn't make any sense. It's not cohesive. Let's see. Dr. Fate says, once the person falls completely at the mercy of darkness, the symbol is engraved on their skull like a sign of total corruption. Interesting. It's engraved on their skull. Wow. That's an interesting take. John Schnepp was the best Collider had, because he had great takes. And he was a fan. That was the difference. Is John Schnepp was a fan of the things that he was talking about. The others were just like, they just wanted the clout. They just wanted to sort of be there and ride the coattails of John. Ride the coattails of someone who actually was a fan. So I completely agree with that. Let's see. What's up, Zod? Hey, what's up, Geeks Cosmic? What's going on? Oh no, we're not doing anything thirsty here. Novaho, hey, what's up, man? Is that Novaho or Nova Joe? I think it's Novaho. Sickness. Do you remember the Collider episode when Roxy Stryer called Zach a moron and said Superman and BVS ate dick? I don't remember that because I didn't really watch her that much. I think I watched her more on the Popcorn Talk before she went to Collider. But now that she, got kicked off of Collider and she did her solo thing, and then she went back to the Popcorn people, I was just like, okay, I don't care. It just, whatever. It seemed like a fail in my opinion. Fire. That's right, Sam Benjamin, baby. We shall see. We shall see. Thank you so much for everyone who has actually subscribed, for everyone who has left a comment, for everyone who has gotten on my Patreon, for everyone who's that's one thing. I wear t-shirts that I make these things in Adobe Illustrator. I spend a lot of time on them. I put them up there, for me to buy, but then also for other people to buy as well on TeePublic and also Teespring. So just like this bad boy right here, this shirt, if you buy any of my shirts, please post a photo of yourself wearing the shirt. And I'll put that in the show. I'll incorporate that, just as I have incorporated everybody else wearing the I Stand with Ray Fisher shirt, because I think that, it really shows off like, hey, you're buying that because you really like it. And that makes me feel good that, somebody else can enjoy wearing something that I put together. So I appreciate it. And I want to show my appreciation by, posting to you guys on the streams and also on Twitter. And I just started my Instagram a couple of days ago. So some of you are already following me there. I'm just posting things that I've drawn right now because I don't really have much to say or do on there right now. But Christian Bale should have been replaced. But yes, you know what? When Matt did the deep fake of my face on Christian Bale, I was like, I looked at it and I was like, why am I getting a Christian Bale walking through in a hallway? I was like, okay. And then I had to look at it again and I saw that, he put my face on there. It was pretty funny. I really, I dug it though. It was very funny. I had to show that love because he did take some time to do it. What's up, Nicotina? And what's up, Enosh? Man, Enosh, he's a gentleman beyond his years. My goodness, my voice is going out. You're talking about X-Wings and stuff. You're on an old episode. Oh, shush. And I was so glad to actually talk to Enosh about that in person. What is this? No, I don't need that. Because, mics weren't canceling anybody out. And I felt like at the beginning that Enosh only thought that aesthetically I didn't like the trilogy, but the sequel trilogy. But I was like, you know what? There are so many things that, and I explained some of the things that I thought could have been better narratively, that I thought would have worked and would have added a little bit more, as one of those guys from Collider says, gravitas to a couple of the characters. And if they had done that, if they had just done these little things for me, of course, nobody has to do anything for me, of course, but if they had just done these things, I would have had a different perspective on the film as a whole. No one can tell me Canto Bight wasn't a mistake. So, or Starkiller Base. Let's see. But I love Enosh, and you know what? If Enosh loves the sequel trilogy, then gosh darn it, somebody loves the sequel trilogy. I completely appreciate his love for it. If you love it, great. If you don't love it, great. You don't need to be toxic about it. Like I'm not, and this is what I really wanted to drive home with anybody who does like the trilogy but hates the negative narrative like Doomcock or what's that other guy, Mike Zero. I'm not these guys. Like I will tell you what I don't like about it, but I'll tell you things that I think could have been done to have improved and made it a little bit more I don't want to say edible, but just a little bit more well received by your average Star Wars, goer and also people who are diehard Star Wars fan like myself. And he made a remark about, if you don't like, something like that, then make a Star Wars fan film or whatever, you know, kind of showing what you would have done. And I did actually start that. And if you look 9 years ago or 10 years ago now, on the channel, when I was using YouTube just to upload, you know, different test shots and different things like that, you can see some of the things that I was working on. And it's pretty archaic now because it's so old, but you know, I was putting my money where my mouth was, and I did spend a lot of money on that, and it was too much money actually. But anyway, so let's continue with you guys, because I know I'm falling behind on this chat, and I appreciate all of your comments. I'm going to try to get to them as best I can. Let's see. No, okay, in the house. Everybody's in the house. Good, bro. Let me see. Dan. How was Lois supposed to know what the kryptonite spear was going to be when she needed it later? No, I get it. I understand that. I still think it was kind of ridiculous for her to throw it and then all of a sudden, oh wait, that thing I just threw, I need it. Oh, okay, I need to go down there and get it. I don't know. I didn't like that exchange. It could have been something. They could have done something different. They could have done anything different. I mean, she could have just dropped it, you know, or she could have thrown it somewhere else. It didn't have to go in the water, and she had to go down, dive in the water, and it didn't add really any suspense for me. Let's see. People freaked over Zach killing Jimmy Olsen, and I was like, seriously? Well, I mean, you know, Jimmy Olsen is sort of an ancillary character. Like, you know, who cares? You know, I like Perry White, but if he died as well, Lawrence Fishburne, I wouldn't have cared. I would like, oh, okay, well, in this universe, this Perry White dies. Okay, next. Same thing with Lois. I was like, you know, he also had Lana Lang. You know, he also had the girl from Superman 4. I forget her name, but you know, I mean, there's it's kind of like a chain. You know, if one link breaks, somebody or someone else should come in and you know, not be the weak link. You know, it's not, you know, I understand the whole thing about like Lois is the key, but they didn't really make her a key, or Zach hadn't really made her a standout key for that to really, you know, be his anchor. His anchor for me was his mom. And yeah, I mean, she's the one that came to him in the closet and helped him out. I mean, Lois hasn't really helped him out. She's just kind of there and smiles at him occasionally. And that's kind of it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, he did jump in the tub with her, but I mean, I think his mother is the anchor. You know, his mother is the key actually. And you could tell because he beat the crap out of Zod for even threatening her. Campia made his name by being a dick and screwing people over on a regular basis. His channel is going to be completely implode someday. I mean, I don't wish anything ill upon anybody else. I just don't understand why people still, to this day, even having this knowledge of like who he is and what he's about, he still has those subscribers, and YouTube would take away those subs if they were like fake accounts or some crap. So I don't know. I mean, it's interesting how people sort of gravitate to that kind of person. Let's see. Rush says, what's the thought regarding Green Lantern? I think he'll be in the film. I think he'll be in there. I would love for him to be in there. I'm a huge Green Lantern fan, and I would love for him to be there. If it turns out to be Sam Benjamin, great. If it turns out to not be Sam Benjamin, great. I know for a fact that it's not going to be Ryan Reynolds. So anyone else, I'm cool with. Even if it's an alien, you know, if they do Abin Sur, you know, fine. That's great. Use Abin Sur. If it's Kilowog, if it's, you know, Tomar Ray, if it's Sinestro, interesting. Yeah, I mean, it would be cool, but I don't. It's not going to be Ryan Reynolds. So I mean, that movie came, went, gone by, and he's doing his own thing. You know, he's got a lot going on, and he's old as ever. He's as old as Enosh. So, and that's saying a lot. Let me. Oh crap! I lost my place. Oh no. You already subscribed. Hey, man, I completely appreciate anybody who has subscribed, man. I completely appreciate you 100%. They are douchebags. Collider. Old Collider? I don't know about Old Collider. I don't remember who was in Old Collider. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Interesting. Let me see. Did I? let's see. Christian Bale should. Oh no, I've already been there. Okay, so I think I'm down here. Yes, this is where I was. Okay, great. Mistral Collider, douchebags, DC Talk agreed. Collider imploded because they got everything wrong. But heard over Star Wars Cloud. That was just one guy. That was Christian Harloff. And there were things that I agreed with Christian about concerning Star Wars, and there, of course, are things that I disagree with Christian. And yeah, if he was trying to simp for Lucasfilm, or trying to get into, I don't even know why you would want to go to the amusement park. I was over at Disney. I was fine with it. I don't know. I mean, I don't care about seeing a huge Millennium Falcon unless I'm actually able to climb on top of it like Han and Chewie and actually work on it. That'd be fun to sort of play on it as well. I know you can't do that, for safety reasons, but it would still be cool. Roxy made nothing but excuses when people ask her about the Snyder Cut. Now, I did hear, and I don't know if this is true, but I'm going to say it anyway, that Roxy sort of, said, hey, I was wrong about the Snyder Cut. And, I think that's not big of her, but I think that's okay because she did say something where other people said nothing. Other people don't, ask for, I don't want to say forgiveness, but just, sort of, take ownership of their false claims. 445. Oh, hey man, if you got to go to sleep, dude, I completely appreciate it. And thank you so much for being in the chat. Reading some of your comments were hilarious. Yes. Okay. So I've already been there. Thank you so much. Ambassadorial says, sorry running late. I hope you're well. Yes, I am well. Let me jump through here. I agree with the saddest part of the Star Wars trilogy is that it was a missed opportunity. To be honest with you, the people that worked on it, for the most part, you had from 1977 to 2017. So, you had 30 years to come up with a great narrative, a great story. There should have been people like, oh, this is what I'm writing this down. And they should have, they had so much time to come up with something that would have dwarfed the original Star Wars trilogy. And they didn't. They could have, but they didn't. They were like, oh, it'd be cool if you did this or flip this around. Or it's made by people who, it's kind of like, people that are working on something that shouldn't be working on something because they're not the best person for the job. And I'm not just talking about JJ, I heard JJ turned it down. Like, I'm sorry, but if you turn the movie down, or if you turn a project down, that means, and you're holding out for more money or more clout or something like that, and then see you later. There's so many directors out there. Why did it have to be JJ? I don't know. I did like that he did a lot of practical effects. I thought, doing that was amazing. Some of the shots are really cool. I hated how they relied too much on the Millennium Falcon. They treated it horribly, and they kept crashing it, wrecking it, and then they were like, oh, even after all it's been through and all this stuff that Han and Lando took it through, it can still do light speed skipping. Interesting. Let's see. Enoch, such a class act. Yes, he is. He is, man. Dude, I swear, if I could spend the night at this dude's house when I was a kid, man, the things we could have accomplished, the things that we could have accomplished. he exudes positivity. Yes, I completely agree with that. He is a well of positivity. So, Dylan, I hate the sequel trilogy. I don't hate it. I got jaded by it. There's a difference. Like, hate still denotes that you have a passion. I lost passion for. I sold a lot of my Star Wars stuff, because I just kind of lost interest. I didn't care anymore. Mandalorian coming out, I'm gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it, but I'm not like, oh my God, Mandalorian's coming out. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna pee my pants. I'm not. I'm just like, okay, I'll watch it. Hopefully it doesn't suck. That's my sort of, unfortunately, because it wasn't like that when episode 1 was came out of the theaters. I was stoked. I got the media screening passes. I think because I was I subscribed to Star Wars Insider magazine, so I guess I was in a lottery or something. They sent it to me, and I got those, and I got to go see it first, or well, not first, but I mean before the crowds. I didn't have to wait in lines, and it was awesome. I loved watching it. I had issues with it, but yeah, I mean, after the sequel trilogy was sort of over, I was just like, I'm done. I'm kind of checked out. I don't, if they do more, then great, and hopefully it doesn't suck. So I mean, that's just sort of my feelings about Star Wars now. Hopefully it doesn't suck. That's as best you're going to get from me right now, unless they come out with something that totally redeems themselves. But I mean, yeah, Enosh loves it. He thinks it's great. His family thinks it's great, and good for them. I'm glad that they found something positive in that they could kind of cling to. I'm not all about liking something just because, there has to be a legit reason, a legit narrative, or not narrative, but a legit reason for me to care about these things. And if there's not, then, so be it, then you lost my interest. Hopefully you'll gain it again, because Star Wars isn't going anywhere. It's and hopefully it can only get better. Hopefully, but that's another thing, is that you'd have to hear it from the actors. You'd have to hear it from Oscar Isaac. I'm not coming back. Well, why is that not coming back? You'll have to hear it from the guy that played Finn. What is his name? He played in Pacific Rim. I'm horrible with names. John Boyega. You'd have to hear from him. Oh, you ain't gonna Disney Plus me. There's a reason for that. I think that you'll see Daisy back, maybe 10 years when they do 10, 11, and 12. But hopefully they Ian won't come back again as the Emperor. Like, you can't destroy me. I'm back. Because it's horrible. Oh yeah. Okay. So what's up, Sil? I'm so glad you're in here, man. I am the confirmation specialist today. So if you have anything that you want me to confirm, I'm more than happy and willing to do so for you. Let's see. Because of rights, they're not allowed to use Batman and Jason Todd's story. Oh no. Well, that sucks. I didn't expect the Lazarus Pit storyline. But yeah, I mean, that kind of sucks. I kind of figured, because we're getting the Red Hood suit, that they were going to skip into a different way of him becoming the Red Hood. And I think he's just going to leave the role of Robin and go out on his own. And I think it's going to be that simple. And that's not compelling to me. It's just like, okay. Geeks Cosmic says, I enjoy Force Awakens. Well, I mean, at first I enjoyed Force Awakens, but then after watching the trilogy as a whole, I had to go back and say, okay, what happened in Force Awakens? Because for the most part, I was like, it's a reintroduction, which I'm fine with. The Phantom Menace was an introduction. A New Hope, an introduction. The Force Awakens, an introduction. But there were so many things in there that I just couldn't jive with, that I didn't like. And yeah, I mean, they totally they dropped the ball on a lot of the stuff. They dropped the ball on Finn. Rey sort of was built up to be. They said, hey, you need to care about who this lady's lineage is. Who are you from? Well, she could have just said, my parents dropped me off here. They said they had to go do something, and they left me. And there you have it. And that was, Ben, Chijaro and Rami, who gives a shit? And it would have been like, oh, okay, moving on. Let's find out what's going on with this lady. But no, they were like, who is her lineage? Who is her lineage? Then Rian Johnson comes in and says, hey, who is her lineage? Well, it's absolutely nobody. And that was kind of disheartening, but I was like, okay, whatever. And then they come back and say, oh no, wait a minute. It's not nobody, it's somebody. And not only is it somebody, but it's Mr. Palpatine. It's like, what? Like, get out of here. You missed me with that junk. It's not good. And if you say that is perfect and that's wonderful, then good for you. But I have to disagree with it. I just have to disagree with it. Here from my ZEEVERFETT fix. Yeah. I mean, snort it up, baby, because it's here for a limited time. We're at an hour, and I appreciate everybody being in here for that hour. Thank you for smashing the like button. Thank you for giving me things to go off from in the chat. And I hope that I get to everybody's question before I duck out, because my voice is really going on. I usually have a drink. Let's see. I enjoyed the, okay. Well, The Last Jedi and the third after Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. So the whole thing about finding a wayfinder, and then all the ships that you saw at the end had to go through the exact same space. The whole, I don't know. It was just weird. It was like, are you serious? There's a puzzle. Okay. Anyway, working on a fanfic. Okay. To fix what I didn't like about Star Trek. Okay. Interesting. What's up, Sil? Hope you're good, bro. Let's see. Yeah, I got there. Let me jump ahead to some questions. Here we go. Arkham usually comes up with some. I know I like Zack Snyder as a director, but I'm still not on board with him killing Dick Grayson. He's my favorite Robin. Well, I mean, dude, you're preaching to the choir here, bro, because I mean, he's my favorite Robin. Where's my mask? Oh, it's up here. No, it's not. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So here you go. It's my Nightwing. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's my favorite. He's one of my favorite characters in all of DC is Dick Grayson. I grew up on watching Burt Ward, playing Robin, and then finding out that, he seceded, or he left Batman to go his own way. That was compelling for me. I thought that was, awesome. So, yeah, I liked it a lot. And, yeah, so the reason why I've come to terms with it, because I had to, but, also because of Burt Ward, the general population knows Dick Grayson. They understand who he is, and they understand what he means to Bruce Wayne. So for him being the one to die, the audience kind of can resonate with that a little bit more. They can be like, "Oh man, that sucks." Oh, just like I felt, when I heard that it was Dick Grayson that passed. If it's Jason Todd, like, nobody cares. Who cares about Jason Todd? No one does. I mean, he's a cool character, and I'm glad you're gonna, that we're gonna see him in Titans season 3. But at the end of the day, no one cares. No one liked him in the 80s, and nobody really knows about him. The general population doesn't know about him. So for him to make that creative decision to make it Dick Grayson instead of Jason Todd, I understand why. I see why that is. So I'm like, and I'm okay with that, because it holds more weight than Jason Todd's death. Let's see. Ambassadorial says, if I was Clark, it would be threatening my family that would cause me to end Zod in Man of Steel. Okay. I mean, you don't threaten my family. That's a no-no. So yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, but he saw the other people, the family that was in the train station or subway or wherever that was, as family, because that's his adopted family, humans. So I mean, he didn't have any rapport with them, but he was just like, I have to draw the line somewhere, and that's the line he drew. So Dylan says, like for me, I thought the Martha scene in BVS was brilliant, and some people hate it. It's okay to disagree. No, and I completely I understand what you mean there. I don't hate the Martha scene, but the Martha scene falls apart if one of their mothers is named Sally. The Martha scene falls apart if they don't both have a mother named Martha. It would have made more sense had Zach gone the extra mile and had it to where either Clark or Bruce, more than likely Clark, because he was investigating who the Batman was, found out who Martha was and made his own connection there. Like, oh, Martha, you got a mother named Martha. I have a mother named Martha, and sort of can identify with Bruce that way. And sort of try to understand why he's, doing these things and why he's, wearing the bat suit and all that stuff, and sort of like, okay, sort of empathizing with Batman a little bit more. That would have made more narrative sense. But for them to do it, or to present it the way that they did, if you change, save Sally, he's like, what the hell? Who the hell is? Shut up, and kill him, because who cares? Who cares? Like, okay, save Sally. I don't care about Sally, but save Martha is like, wait a minute, Martha, and yeah, I mean, if that's the only way that thing works, it falls apart if one of the mother's names is different. It just does. And if that is something, if that is a straw man or whatever, then or if that's one of the cornerstones or foundations for something like that, then the whole thing falls apart for that scene. So I think that, again, it's kind of the same thing where they could have added something in there that would have helped it, and it would have made it better. I mean, I'm okay with it. I don't hate it. But I'm not like, I'm not jumping out of my panties for it. It's like, whatever. Yes. Ryan Reynolds confirmed for what? He's confirmed for The Croods 2. What are we talking about here? Nehemiah says, what do you think about the Booster Gold hint in Man of Steel? There was a Booster Gold hint? What? Explain yourself, sir. I need to know about that. I guess I haven't catch. I mean, I watch that thing a lot. I actually, I watch that more than I watch BVS. Because it's less time in front of the TV. No, I love Superman. He's my favorite superhero. That's why I watch it. Hold on. Yeah, no, did not confirm anything. Now who's old? What? Old as Enosh. Yeah, he is, because his birthday is this month, right? It's this month. And he was born the same year that you were born, Enosh. Osh gosh bagosh. Let's see. Arkham, I think he did it for a reason. We just have to wait and see why he did it. Who did what? I guess I missed a comment. Let's see. Sam Benjamin. Pull out the Benjamins. Let's see. Good. Wait. That's because you just haven't seen the. I haven't. When I went before all this thing was created. I got to I liked seeing the AT-AT. Of course, it wasn't to scale, but I like seeing the AT-AT at Disney World. And that was cool. And I watched the Darth Vader thing, the little show that they had, and the Darth. It wasn't Darth Maul. It was Kylo Ren. And that's another thing. I'm sorry, but it should have. If it was Palpatine, then Kylo should have been a Darth. He should have dubbed him a Darth, and that's it's another thing. Because again, same thing. Kylo Ren, Kylo Solo, Ben Ren. It was like a play on names. I didn't like it. I was like, what? No. Ben Solo I was okay with, because it was Jason Solo, and it was hell, I didn't even mind Kira. But it was Ben Skywalker, but making Ben Solo, I was fine with that. I didn't care. It was like, okay, I'm not attached to the EU. If you're gonna say EU is not canon, then I'm okay, and I'm moving forward, and hopefully you have a good story, which I didn't feel they did. Poindexter Lounge, yeah, what's up? Roxy only said she was wrong after pressed by people in her chat, but still the same thing, Zod. She admitted, she even with pressure. I mean, seriously, even with my own children, my daughter is such a strong person that I knew she had done something wrong. And I put so much on her to finally give me the truth, and she never broke. Never. So Roxy breaking, she's not as strong as my daughter. So just goes to show you that, hey, you nudge somebody a little bit, they're going to fall apart. So maybe she just didn't feel that, that passionate about, being right in that situation. Who cares? Let's see. The sequel trilogy is as in Star Trek. Got it. Let's see. Roxy. I remember that. I say Roxy addressed it, but didn't apologize for her messed up comments. That's why people gave her shit for a while. Well, again, I don't watch her. I don't have anything against her. I would watch her over watching Campia. I would watch her over watching a lot of the people on that channel. But I mean, yeah, I don't have anything against the girl. I just, I don't care. Let's see. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Star Wars for me will be wait and see. Yeah, right. The future of Star Wars. But pre-sequel trilogy will be as gold. Will be as golden, or will always be golden. Sorry. In my perspective, well, I mean, that's great. I mean, there are a lot of things that I don't watch, like a lot of the the Clone War cartoons or anything like that. I'm just like, my kids liked it, and I watched a lot of the Clone Wars when they started and they were 2D. I thought those were kind of cool, the sort of Samurai Jack type, motif, but I didn't continue watching, so it didn't hold my attention. Good take, Ryan. Thank you. I appreciate your honesty as Star Wars as a whole. Thank you so much. And I completely understand. Yeah, I just I try to keep it real, because I mean, good or bad, we all have our own likes, dislikes, concerns that are all valid, to ourselves, because we're just like, we determine what is good, we determine what is bad, for what we're going to consume. And just because you like something doesn't mean someone else can't like it, and just because you don't like something just doesn't denote that somebody should. So I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, these are all just distractions from your normal day. This is just entertainment. At the end of the day, who cares? It's entertainment, and we put so much money into being entertained. You have, we pay millions of dollars to people who pretend to be someone else. We throw millions of dollars at athletes to entertain us, to musicians to come and entertain us. We, as a society, we're, as a world, in a first world situation, we just want to be entertained. And whether it's, and that's just kind of it, So I mean, all the gripes that we have are ancillary, because we're not really going through much to the point where that is our big concern, is who Green Lantern is, or how many movies did Henry Cavill sign for, which is a good thing. It means that we don't have anything really dire that is really taking our attention from other things, to where we're like, oh God, I don't know where my next meal is going to come from. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's all entertainment, and we put a butt crap of money into entertaining us. You're hyped? Well, good. I'm glad you're hyped. I'm going to watch it, but I'm not hyped. I liked some of the things that I saw. I thought the speeder bike scene looked pretty cool. I know Mando has his jetpack going now, so he's gonna be flying around. The little Yoda Palpatine clone, host or whatever, he's a little bit older. He's no longer the what do they call him? The child. He's now the infant. So good on that. I don't know. I mean, I'll watch it, and hopefully it doesn't suck. And that's all I can say about the Mandalorian at this point. Hopefully it's good enough to warrant a season 3, and hopefully Pedro Pascal doesn't mind keeping the mask on, or helmet on rather. Delroy says, what's up, ZEEVERFETT? What's up? Tell me if you had to pick a favorite ninja movie or movies involving ninjas, what would it be? Well, live action, a ninja movie? Like one that's already been done. It would be a toss-up between Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, with the one that Jim Henson worked on, or a ninja movie. What was a good ninja movie? I don't know. I mean, I like the American ninja movies from way back. Let me think. First Mortal Kombat wasn't horrible. What else is a good ninja movie? You know what they could, what they didn't make, which they could have made, was I don't know if you remember the game Ninja Gaiden. That would have been a cool movie. But yeah, no, I can't think of any ninja movies that. Oh no, I don't know. What is your favorite ninja movie, Delroy? Put that in the comment. I'd like to know. Let's see. We're talking about sequel trilogy again. Hey, I didn't bring it up. When it gets brought up, I've got to say something about it, right? I can't just keep quiet. It can't be mum's the word, Dawson. But yeah, hey, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate everybody being in here. Thank you for staying the duration. Let me see. Sickness has a comment here. I like the DC movie news on Popcorn Talk. It was cool. Mike Kalinowski was awesome. He was the best part of the show. Sorry, I'm the only one talking about it still. Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, I watched the show. I don't know any of the people that were on there. Roxy was the only one that I really paid attention to. But I saw it was just like, oh, you got some, hot girl on your channel, so that's the reason why people are going to subscribe. Okay, I mean, have you seen my Gamora deepfake? I mean, come on now, that's pretty hot. Actually, let me share that because that was tight. That was tight. It was not. That was tight. It was not in my thing. Let's see. Can I go to my page? No, can't you? She's the one that put that out. Hold on one second. Okay. Do I see it? I'm scrolling. I don't know. I don't see it. And I'm going down pretty far back in September. So no, I don't see it here either. If you didn't see it, it was pretty funny. Oh, let me go to notifications, see if I can find it in there. There it is. No, that's a still. Oh, here it is. Okay. And pop. Okay, here we go. See Alt Tab. And let's go back to here. Okay. Oh, here we go. And I don't have to share audio. So share screen. Application, Chrome tab, Twitter, share. Then, oh nuts. Can I go here and then go here? And look at that. Look at that glory right there. Bam. She ain't got nothing on me. Look at that. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. That's fire right there. That's what that is. Damn, that's fire. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Sickness. And let me jump ahead a little bit. Let's see. Arkham Games. So do you think, let me get rid of this. No, I'm not going to. So do you think Matt Reeves will introduce Dick Grayson and make him Nightwing in this trilogy because we're not going to get in this next universe? I don't know. Two things. Number one, the Flash could go back and sort of try to help, kind of like the butterfly effect with saving Grayson, and then therefore Jason Todd dies. I don't think that's going to happen because then you'd have to set up who Jason Todd is. But it could be that he's, or Jason Todd doesn't exist in this universe, so he could just go back and because he wanted to save his mother, he could just save Grayson instead or something like that, just sort of help out Bruce, because he lost a family member as well, and it wasn't but anyway, that could happen. But if Matt Reeves does involve Grayson in his trilogy, it wouldn't be until the second film, and he wouldn't progress him to the point of Nightwing. It would be too too short a timeline to introduce Nightwing. I think that we would actually be better off just getting a Nightwing movie. You know, sort of an Elseworlds Nightwing movie that just it's self-contained and it's fantastic. It's, you know, it's great, does its own thing. You know, I'd almost prefer that unless Zach has some sort of something in store for Grayson. Let's see. I love the Grayson story so much. Batman animated series. Yeah, I mean, I love that. It's awesome. Arkham Zach said, till Carrie show up, Dick won't be back, or Dick will be back. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what he does. We'll see what he does. Where are we? Chubby Teddy's up in here. What's up, man? I haven't seen this guy in a while. I've seen him kind of pop in on other people's streams, but I'm so glad to see you in this one. Makes me feel all warm and chubby inside. Let's see. So do you think? No, we did that one. No, you did that. Blaze Comics. Let's see. I don't know who Blaze is. That somebody here? It's Blaze Comics. I didn't see him. Okay. So people are speculating that we're going to get the whole Bat family in Matt Reeves trilogy. So I don't think so. I think the characters we're going to get is Nightwing and Batgirl, no Red Hood. I think that if we get characters, it's just going to be Robin and maybe Batgirl. It just depends on if Gordon has a daughter in this world that they're building. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all we're not going to see Batwing. We're not going to see, you know, Red Hood. We're not going to see Red Robin. We're not going to see anything else. We're just it's going to be basic. And that way they can focus on character development. If they just start introducing characters right and left, then there's no stakes. Nobody's going to care. And it's just going to get, you know, it's just going to turn into a CW show. Let's see. Nehemiah says it was shown. Oh, what did he say? He said this. There was something earlier. It was the booster gold. Okay. It was shown on a building really quick when Zod flew up in the building right after he said, you know how this must end. Either you die or I will. I'll have to watch that again. I'd love to see the booster gold reference. I'd love to see a booster gold movie. That'd be cool. I like his sarcasm. Blaze Comics in Man of Steel. Oh, Blaze Comics. Okay. I get you. I get it now. I thought for some reason I thought that was somebody in the chat, and I just didn't see their stuff. Brian is up in here. What's up, Brian? You're at lunch. Well, I hope you're having a good lunch. Man, yeah, dudes. I'll have to get you on the show sometime for deep thoughts, man. I'd love to get your perspective on some of this stuff. Let's see. Yo. Return of the Mac. What's going on, playa? He's talking to DC Talk. Okay, and Chubby Teddy. Let's see. Oh, you're still at work. Okay. Well, I'm working now. I'm working with you guys. Let's see, Mr. T voice. What's in the jazz, fool? Yeah, what are you eating, man? What are you eating? I see Richard Richardson. What's up, man? Let's see, thoughts on Hellstrom. Seems like nobody's talking about it. I have no idea what Hellstrom is, unfortunately. If you could sort of give me a hint, I mean, I can certainly look it up, I guess. Let me see, Hellstrom. Let me pop this open. Let's see, Hellstrom. Some sort of news, Damian Hellstrom, or is there what is this superhero season 1, 2020? First episode was October 16th. Sydney Lemon as Satana. I don't know anything about this. It's Marvel Entertainment. I don't know. What did this first appearance in Ghost Rider? Okay. Well, I don't know. I haven't heard of this, so I don't know much about the character as a whole. Let's see. I don't work till tonight. Don't forget we have our 4 Nerds show today, which will be on ACS's channel. So if you haven't subscribed to ACS Universe, please do so. He's a fantastic guy, and I just love him to death. But yeah, send him some love too. Let's see. Thoughts on the movie She's the Man. She's the Man. What was that? Was that She's the Man? Who was that? Is that Rob Schneider? Let me see. Or was that Ryan Reynolds? She's the Man. Who is that? I remember that girl. I think she did some stuff on Disney. I don't remember this movie. I don't remember this movie. I probably watched it. My daughter probably watched it because that's somebody that she did because she did a lot of movies. I haven't seen her in a lot lately though. But yeah, no, I don't have any thoughts on that because I don't recall it. TMNT. Let me see. TMNT. Yeah, heck yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was great. Beverly Hills Ninjas with what's his name? No, that was Surf Ninjas. Beverly Hills Ninjas. Who was in that? Beverly Hills Ninjas. That's funny. Ninja Shadow of a Tear with Scott Adkins. I'm not familiar with that either. Not familiar with that. Let's see. A ninja movie with Scott Adkins was awesome. Let's see. Cool. Yes, that's my buddy right there. Fatal J's up in the house saying his name. No, it's Futile J. Hashtag Futile J, everybody. American Ninja. Yeah. I like the first like one or two of those. And then they kind of fell apart for me. I just didn't really pay attention after that. Yeah. Futile J. See, Vega's up in here. Hey, what's up, everyone? How's it going, ZEEVERFETT? It's going great. What are we talking about today? We're just chit-chatting. Just if you have a question or if you have a comment or if you have something that you'd like me to elaborate on or kind of touch on, yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys. Yeah, what are y'all laughing about? Oh, Fatal J. Yeah, fire. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Joker? It is probably really late. No. Is it? It must be early for you. Must be early for you. Let's see. Damien, great video. Yeah. I check out Joker's channel. Dawson, myself, Mayor, the Viking, Sean O'Connell. We were all on his channel yesterday, and it was fire. It was fun. It was a good conversation. We did touch on the Green Lantern on his channel yesterday, and we got some differing perspectives on that. So yeah, definitely go check out. You can call me Joker, or I'll sick this bad boy on you. Oh yeah, look at that. Man, I must work out. I must work out. Okay. Anyway, enough of that. There was another one that was pretty funny too. Hold on. It was let me put that down. Or is it? There it is. Okay. And let me share that one. Look at this guy. That's so funny. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, that's that. Let's see. What's up here? What's up? Let's see. Nehemiah says it would be funny if they got Dolph Ziggler to play Booster Gold. Actually, they should get Ryan Reynolds to play Booster Gold. He seems to be able to play everything. I say finally finished babysitting for my 3-year-old nephew. Well, good. Man, 3 years old. Whew, that's a lot of work. I know. I agree. Ryan Reeves' universe will be very basic with characters. Yeah. Because I mean, again, you want to sort of condense it down because if the more, and this is my only fear with Zack Snyder's Justice League is adding more characters just sort of like all over the place. I hope it doesn't become a collage of characters to where it's just like there's too much. I hope that they can still stay focused on the main core. And if you have other characters that are there and just sort of like chiming in here and there making cameos, that's fine. But I hope it doesn't get too diluted with just characters everywhere. Yeah, Hellstrom is Marvel. I found that out the hard way. Had you heard about Dan Schneider's Conspiracy? Is that a movie called Conspiracy? or is there a conspiracy that Dan Snyder came up with? Because I'm not familiar with that. So elaborate for me, please. The newest R-rated Marvel show, Son of Satan, and not Mephisto, the capital D devil, capital D. Interesting. She's the man. Amanda Bynes. Oh, from Nickelodeon. Oh, okay. Well, she's either from Nickelodeon or from Disney. They sort of manufacture those types of characters, like that whole Jessie show and and all that kind of stuff. So you're right, probably going to get Dick Grayson's Robin, only a Matt Reeves trilogy, and the Nightwing movie and Batgirl movie probably still in development. I hope they are. Adam McKay was working on the Nightwing movie. Joss Whedon was sort of given the Batgirl movie, and then just they kind of tossed him aside. So I don't know if anybody has it. I don't know if it's still a thing. But damn, it's got to be better than the Birds of Prey. Please be better than Birds of Prey. Give me a kick-ass Batgirl movie. That'd be great. Power Rangers rated R. Is it going to be filmed, or is that rated R just what people want? Because that would be cool. I'd be down with a gory type, kind of bloodied, Power Rangers. That'd be dope. But I don't know if they would actually. It's kind of like taking something else and turning it into R. That was made specifically for children. I don't know if they could do that. I don't know if they'd want to do that. I don't know, because Saban is no longer a part of. I think he sold it. I think he sold the rights to. Sold the rights to the Power Rangers. So anything's possible. If they did it, I would watch it. That's as much as I can give you for that. Vegas says, do you think Ray Fisher Forbes article is actually going to push things on that end in the right direction? What should we expect now from Warner Brothers, Warner Media, or AT&T? See, I think, to be honest with you, I love Ray Fisher, and I'm so proud that he's doing the things that he's doing. I'm hoping that it's not isolated, but I think it's going to be isolated. I think what they're going to do is satisfy his demands here, unless he's because he is smart. But unless he has thought things ahead and said, I need these things to be implemented for others. He's definitely paving the way for people that come behind him or after him later on, so that they don't have such a difficult time. But Hollywood kind of likes to satisfy the things for now and make sure everybody's cool, and then sweep it under the rug and business as usual. That's kind of how they do things. So, unfortunately. Richard Richardson says, I still want the Winding Refn Batgirl movie. Winding Refn Batgirl movie. Imagine Batgirl R-rated like Drive 2011. I don't know that they're gonna do anything R-rated for DC, unless maybe like a Lobo movie. That'd be cool. It's R-rated. Who else could do like a? You're having Darkseid, and you're not going R. He would be the character that you would make R-rated. Him and what's her name? Raven's dad. What is his name? Crap. I suck at names. El Capi, you probably know it. What is his name? Trigon. Boop. Trigon would be an R-rated movie. But I don't think that they would do it. I don't see them doing this. Them doing the Joker R-rated was probably I don't want to say one and done, but just sort of like an anomaly. Let's see. Zach has constant formula in his films, or for his films. He starts with death and deals and ends with a death. So probably Justice League, it will start where BVS ended. Oh, it will. If you saw, or of course you did, but remember the trailer that came out, it had Doomsday killing Cal from a different point of view. It was a different camera angle. So it's going to be that. See, what Zach is doing here and what he did in BVS, which is so awesome, is that he gives you the same scene from a different perspective. Kind of like Back to the Future. That's the best thing I can come up with, is Back to the Future. You have the same situation, but from a different perspective, different point of view. And I think that's fantastic. This shows you, how how much thought goes into his the scenes that he sets up. So yeah, dude, that it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so awesome. You're not gonna see Batman on the rooftop and that silly ass song at the beginning. It's gonna be so much better. Let's see. Yes, it's official. Hasbro. It's a Hasbro production. And it's going to follow the new Power Ranger series. Okay. Well, I mean, if it's official, then yeah, I'll watch it. Sounds good. Trigon. Yeah. Trigon. Trigon. Thank you, Dr. Faith. Thank you, Richard Richardson. And El Capi. I knew you'd come in clutch. Because, yeah, I do forget. But let's see. Suicide Squad, I thought it's rated R. It might be. I don't know. They haven't really. I don't think they've released a rating to it yet. Lobo movie. What's that? I see the Lobo movie being a short film where he has just monologues and draws F-bombs. It could be. It could be. Let's see. He says, "Don't be shook off." Wait. Don't be shook off the Dan Schneider conspiracy. What conspiracy is there? Hold on. Let me look that up real quick. A Kamandi George Miller movie would be great. Interesting. Hold on one second. Let me look up this Dan Schneider thing. Hold up. Dan Schneider. And American television producer. He's born in 1966. Still alive. Is there a conspiracy? Where's this conspiracy at? Nickelodeon parts ways with that was in 2018. I don't know. You have to be a little bit more specific with. Let me just type in conspiracy. Why do I have caps? Conspiracy. Can't leave quietly. That was 2018. I don't know what sort of thing did this guy get into? Because I mean, abused actresses. Oh, is that what you're talking about? That one girl that you brought up. I mean, if he did something to her, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it because I don't know anything about it. You can call me Joker. Let me see. Back to the Future is an awesome example. Yes, Back to the Future is so cool, and I liked how they did that years later. Like I think 3 or 4 years later after that, and it still looked like. I mean, that was the one cool thing about Marty, about Michael J. Fox is that he really didn't show signs of aging, and that was really cool. I really dug it. I've always been a Michael J. Fox fan. He was actually approached to play Robin in a live-action Batman movie, and it would have been really cool because he likes doing his own stunts too. Double MJ's in the house. What's up, man? How's it going? Let's see. Hold on. I think the prologue scene would be through Lex's point of view and would end in the trailer sentence "no more," etc. Okay. I mean, that would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah. I mean, his perspective would be interesting. His perspective would be interesting. I recently discovered. I'm gonna have to end this pretty soon because my voice is going out, and I have another show in like an hour, less than an hour. I recently discovered that I can draw the best, draw best if you do like Capullo. I can't draw for crap, but I can do Capullo style half decently. Okay, awesome. Yeah, no, and that's one thing I'm gonna do. Let me move this out of the way. But yeah, I am doing. I'm doing my own comic book, and it's been something that I've been working on for quite a while. I have a lot of this stuff, but this is my little character right here. And there you go. Still messing with the design, but I'm going to start putting some stuff like that on the Patreon because I really don't have much going on over there, and I want to make it a little bit more engaging. So if you guys are interested in comic books, put that up there. If you guys are interested in comic books, hey, consider joining and help me out with some of this stuff because I'd love your input. I'm going to start coming up. I'm going to scan those, and then I'm going to start coloring them and trying to come up with color schemes and things like that for the different characters that I've drawn. So that's just a little something that if you're interested, then cool. But I'm going to start adding some of that element to my Patreon. So let's see. Hold on. Do you think Batman will be PG-13 or R-rated? I highly think rated R. I think it's R-rated. Agreed. I don't know. I think it depends on how much violence. When we watched the trailer, when Pattinson was beating that guy down, if it's actually to where you see it, and there's a little bit more violence shown on screen, then it will get an R rating. But if it's sort of implied, then it will remain PG-13. I think the thing about R-rated and PG-13 is that the studios try to hit PG-13 because they try to hit to where more kids can see the movie because that's more revenue. But I mean, the Joker did make a lot of money, but I don't see a lot of younger children, 13, 14, around 15 maybe, going and seeing the Joker a lot, or doing a lot of rewatchability. That was probably a lot of 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds and possibly 50-year-olds going and spending their money multiple times watching an adult take on a character. Let's see. Spin City. Yeah, I have seen Spin City. I liked it. It was a cool take. It was interesting. Let's see. I really hope we get Zack Snyder Batman series with Ben as a showrunner. You know what? I mean, the one character that I thought best paired with Zack was Batman because of how he treats his characters, especially with like Watchmen. And the way that he treated Batfleck. Batfleck was awesome. I mean, watching him on the ceiling, and those ladies that were in the cage were like, "I'm not coming out, even though you're here to save me. Thank you, cop, but leave me in here because that thing's out there." I just think that he and the warehouse scene. I mean, I really think that Zack could have really given us something awesome. But I'm not opposed to someone else taking the director's helm. I'm not opposed to Ben Affleck jumping in as director, just so long as hopefully he takes some pointers from Zack Snyder's directing style. Let's see. I know I need some honey. I had some hot tea with honey. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. I have a lot of stuff penned. I just need to color it in and put it into a compilation. You just have to check out Netflix Rebecca. It's amazing. An amazing movie with Armie Hammer. Well, Armie was shortly in the Batman role for a little bit. But I think I'm going to leave it there because I am going to go make myself some tea with honey. I appreciate everybody that's been here today, and thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. Thank you so much for providing me with content by talking to me. That's really awesome. I appreciate the engagement. And here's my guys right here. So this is Ray Fisher retweeting me. And he retweeted it recently again. He also retweeted Max, which I also have to get on here as well because I don't have his photo up. But I'm going to do that before the 4Nerd show, and I'll send that to ACS. He can put that up. Because here's ACS. So, but yeah, here's Janita, and I mean everybody that has been contributing to this has been really awesome. Where's my other ones? There's Dawson. Yeah, everybody looks amazing in this thing, and I'm very fortunate. Where is Batdan? Okay, maybe Matt deleted some of my photos. I'm gonna have to fix that. But I'm also going to get this printed up, and once I reach 500 subscribers, I'm going to raffle off 2 of these to my viewers. I also want to thank my Patreons. I appreciate you guys, spending your hard-earned money. Oh, here's another one with Great Take, Steve. But yeah, and I appreciate everything that you guys do, and I love the interaction that I have with you guys on this show, on everybody else's show, and also on Twitter, and follow me on Instagram because I'm going to be putting some stuff up there as the weeks progress. But you guys have a great evening, and I'll hold on. Let me close out. Yeah, of course I'm still here, Film Gob. Have you hit that subscribe button, Film Gob? Have you hit it? I know you have. Anyway, so Rel's up in here. Oh, what's up? Oh gosh, you guys are gonna keep me on. I'm losing my voice. But I appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you so much. Do y'all have anything real quick? I can comment on something if you were just burning with a question. Let me see. Feel better? Yeah, no, I hope to. But yeah, no, I just been talking too much without any water. Yeah, Battlefleck Fusion. Yeah, oh, I'd love to see that. Like I said, this right here. Boom. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Don't piss me off. That's so funny. So but you guys have a great night, and I'll see you back in an hour on ACS's channel for the 4 Nerd Show. Let's see. Take care.